Ian, not the result you were looking for, but actually your game plan for 70 minutes was fantastic. What's your initial thoughts?
Again, I think you're right, really. Our game plan was to leave as little exposure in terms of space in behind, especially our midfield and our defence, and it worked very well. It's a bit frustrating in terms of the forward play, in terms of getting balls into Sean and around it. And we never probably got up the pitch, but when you can't leave space behind yourself, you've got to try and play a little bit deeper, which we did, especially in the first half. Strong wind out here as well, and we struggled to get up the pitch. Felt second half we started to get into the game, and I felt with 20 minutes to go we was ready to make some substitutions when they've got the goal. But I felt the reaction from the boys in the last sort of 15 minutes was really good. Created some really good chances. The only thing I think probably let us down a little bit today, I think, was our end product in terms of our final pass or our final cross. But when you're having to defend in numbers like you are, it's very difficult, really difficult. So when you do get the ball back or win the ball back, it becomes frustrating because you feel a little bit tired, and that's when you make your mistakes.
And Huw, welcome back into the team. Great game in central midfield. I could see you were doing everything to use your body, your head. You were being tripped, you were being pulled, you were getting to the ball. You were looking for the referee's assistant, which came now and again, and you got your free kicks. How was it to be back out there in this type of game?
Yeah, so I've been out for a while now, not too many games, so good to be back in the side, and obviously that took a toll, got tired near the end, and we all had to work so hard in there. But yeah, it was good to sort of be back in and be back playing. We set out with a game plan, and I thought we kept to it, a bit unlucky with a goal. So yeah, it was good to be back out there, and I thought the team worked hard.
Definitely unlucky with the goal there, Ian. I mean, it looked a little bit sloppy. As you say, the wind down here today, it's really difficult. Defensively, you had bodies around the ball. You must have been pleased with it, but it just seemed to trickle in, which is so frustrating.
Just down there, they took a deflection off Tom, and it's I don't know if it's come back off the lad, off of Tom back onto the lad and trickled into the far corner, or the deflection is obviously span it past Michael. But in terms of what Michael's had to do today, he's not had a lot to do. I think he's had one shot in the first half and one shot in the second half that he stayed with his feet. But again, we've got to try and get that happy medium. I just felt, as I say, there a couple of times late on we got some really good areas, and we failed to put balls into areas. And we've got the top goal scorer in the league at the moment, and if we don't put chances in for him to score goals, then he's not going to score them. So they're the areas we have to really work on hard in that final third, and we've got to get good balls in the box. We've got to get balls across the face of the goal, and Sean will score them for us, but we've got to get balls in there, and I felt in that final third today we didn't do that well enough.
And Huw, you're in there with Karen Wiltshire, who put his body around again today. He was fantastic in central midfield. But in these conditions against that type of team, how was it for you? Because yourself and Karen had a lot of work when they did try and come direct and they did try and get through you.
Yeah, I mean, we had to work hard in there, but everyone did, and Tom and Joy behind us were constantly talking to us. Kai was constantly talking to me, just sort of helping me through the game, helping each other through the game. So obviously everyone's having to work hard, track runners, etc. So everyone just sort of helps each other work hard.
Fantastic. And Ian, technically they were very good on the ball. They had Chris Solid playing central defence. He's had plenty of professional games, as you know about, and they're a full-time team, and we've got to be aware of that, haven't we? And again, tactically, if we think about how you set the team up today, fantastic for them 70 minutes. Last 10 minutes really strong as well. There was a few opportunities to equalise.
Yeah, it's difficult because, as I've said before, they are a full-time outfit. We're on the middle of a poor run in terms of form. Are we playing well? We're not playing particularly poorly. We're not winning games of football, which is the most important thing. But we're on, I think this was the 7th game in the last 4 weeks. We go into the 8th game on Tuesday. So the boys are tired. They've had an unbelievable state of games in terms of the last 4 weeks, so they're going to be a little bit tired in terms of that. We're trying to rest them in between and train in between and keep the fitness levels going. But again, they've shown today they can go and compete against the full-time boys. It was interesting before the game. I asked some questions about GPS and what we could gain in terms of the levels of that, and hopefully they've gone and done that. But listen, I can't have any qualms after what I've seen today. The boys put their bodies on the line for the club. We're unfortunate with the goal, and we just need to take one or two of the chances that came our way. And as I say, I keep coming back to it, is our end product today wasn't to the level it should have been in the final third, but I'd put a lot of that down to having to work so hard to stop them playing.
And you finally, what a roller coaster season for you. You had a fantastic first half of the season, the FA Cup run, obviously still in with a shout for the playoffs. How's it been for you in your first full-time season?
Yeah, it's been great this season. I feel like I'm improving a lot. All the boys are great and sort of helping me at training, in matches, helping me learn. Obviously I've got a lot that I need to improve on, but they're always sort of helping me, working with me. And obviously we had a great FA Cup run, but we're all focused now on the league and getting into the playoffs.
Fantastic. And Ian, finally then, just to wrap up, it's a windy day, so I want you to get a hot drink and everything and make sure you get yourself warm. But going forward, there's a lot of positives to take from today, isn't it? From the reasons you said, you're talking about that final third, getting ahead. But the boys have stuck together. And what was brilliant at the end is to see that, you know, you could see the appreciation the team are putting. You were giving them fist pumps, high-fiving. You're trying to get that confidence level moving again, aren't you, to finish strong?
Yeah, because you don't become a poor side overnight, Graham. And, you know, we're going through a little bit of a barren spell at the moment, but again, all the teams around us have failed to win games of football. You know, there's one or two places there for the end of the season. We've got 9 games to go and do it. You know, and I said to the boys, I don't want to look too far ahead at the moment. We've got to take each game as it comes. But you know, we're in no worse position today than we was before the game. So the last few weeks has been exactly the same. You know, we've been in a position to really grasp one of them places in the playoff. But again, with 9 games to go, we'd have still had to win a number of those. We're not scoring the goals that we was at the beginning of the season, as I said this on a number of occasions. But we've got to keep believing. You know, as I said to you before, with these boys, they try, they work extremely hard. No one's not trying. To win games of football, and maybe 1 or 2 wins will transfer it around in terms of the confidence. But we've got to keep believing in what we're doing. We've got to keep believing that we are going to win games of football. We've got to keep believing that these players will turn it around as well, because I've got a lot of faith in them. They've done extremely well this season, and we've got to keep believing and keep trying things and keep doing different things, and hopefully we can turn it around in the next couple of days, really, because we've got again on Tuesday at Concord.
Good luck for Tuesday, Ian, Huw. Thanks for your time, and good luck with that, and we'll catch up soon.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers.